Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had a good day today. Good day for me, blah, blah, blah. Let's get into what I wore today. I figured why not? I wore the original. I'll wear its flanker, or one of its flankers. Mesmerize Ultimate by Avon. Uh, I forgot to mention in the Mesmerize, but these bottles remind me of somewhat of like the polo bottles, the shape and the cap, and even the atomizer. Kind of reminds me of the polo bottles. They're not 100%. I mean, you just got a little bend in them and stuff, but they kind of do remind me of the polo bottles. Not a bad little bottle, actually. So just thought I'd mention that for no other reason than I wanted to mention it. So I did. Um, this has notes of black pepper, pomelo, and patchouli. There's only three notes I could find, but I pick up a few more. A little bit of lime, uh, definitely some aldehydes, something watery and fresh floral. Uh, I'm thinking jasmine and lavender maybe, but it's not a super floral scent. It's just kind of adding to the freshness. And yeah, so how I applied it, I went with a couple in my moisturizer, one in one on my chest, shirt on, a couple on the shirt, and a couple in each, or one in each creak of the elbow here. Then I put some on the back of my hand about an hour ago just to freshen up, so to speak. Uh, so first thing you get is a sweet, not too sweet. It's not bubblegummy sweet. It's not in your face, smack you with sugar sweet. It's just a sweetness. And that's coming from the pomelo because it's a honey pomelo they're using in this. So it's sweet and citrusy tart, you know what I mean, at the same time. And a green, fresh, like I said, watery vibe. Not so much aquatic, just a watery, fresh green vibe. I'm not sure what's giving it that green vibe. The watery vibe could be coming from the pimento and the lime that I'm picking up here. The guess a bit of the green could be coming from the lime too. And yeah, but I'm not 100% sure what's giving it. Could be a bit of vetiver in there, or even the patchouli. Patchouli can give a greener vibe, but I don't think it's patchouli because I pick up patchouli later on in the fragrance. So I'm not 100% sure, but the watery vibe's coming from the citruses, and the green vibe maybe coming from a bit of lime that I pick up in there, or like I said, maybe a little bit of grassy green vetiver, something. But it's definitely got a green tinge to it. Um, Pretty soon after that, you start to pick up on a soft pepper. It's not a super peppery scent. It definitely, you can smell it. It's there, but it's not overabundant in your face kind of pepper. It's just adding to everything, mixing with everything. So it's very nice. Maybe even a little bit of rosemary and and some of the florals start taking on a slight, ever so slight, powdery, clean, fresh vibe. So yeah, it's and that's pretty much the top and the mid. It's citrusy, it's fresh, it's clean, slightly spicy, slightly sweet, a little earthy and green. I mean, it's nice. Um, that lasts for a few hours, and then the base starts coming. It keeps that slightly spicy, watery, or slightly green kind of vibe to it. And the greenness is enhanced by uh, the patchouli. It's a green patchouli with a bit of earthy and woodiness to it. And yeah, woody dry musk, woody musky dry down, light woody musky dry down. It's nice. And what is it at the end of the day? It's a fresh green, slightly sweet, slightly spicy, um, slightly floral, woody scent. It's very nice. A lot of people compare it to Invictus. Not at all. The only similarity is, like I said, the kind of the watery freshness. Same as Mont Blanc Explorer, people compare it to. Again, just that fresh citrus you pick up with Mont Blanc is kind of the only similarity. And even some people, La Nuit Alone, YSL, not at all. Totally different. Um, But I get where they're coming from because this one is hard to classify or say what it smells like because it kind of smells, on one hand, a little unique, but on the other hand, it does have facets of all them. It's fresh, it's citrusy, it's sweet, it's clean, it's watery. It's so I get where they're coming from, but it doesn't smell like any of them. So don't pick this up thinking it's an Invictus clone. I don't know what it smells like myself, if anything, but it's in that family though. I will say that the fresh citrusy kind of clones. Uh, it does smell modern. Uh, Maybe even a little youthful for some people. I think it's perfectly fine because the sweetness and the aromatics and it's not in your face. You know what I mean? Especially the sweetness that most of the modern scents are doing now. It's not in your face. It's just the right way to do sweetness. If you're going to do a sweet scent, in my opinion, you make it noticeable but not dominant, and that's kind of what this is. Um, it smells a little cheaper than the original Mesmerize. I'm not going to, it kind of, I think Mesmerize had a bit more quality in its ingredients. Would also make why it lasted quite a bit long for an eau de cologne, because this is, I believe, is an eau de parfum, at least an eau de toilette, maybe an eau de parfum. Um, but for $20, the price isn't bad. It doesn't smell cheap like a dollar store aftershave, cheap or anything like that. It's on par with stuff like, some of the cheaper Davidoffs and Perry Ellis's and things like that, that kind of quality. So just compared to the original Mesmerize, it does smell a little cheaper. Again, but for $20, $30, it's not bad. Performance, like I said, not bad. 7 to 8 hours is what I was picking up. 2 hours of projection, pretty much around 2 hours. Solid arm, a little bit more for the first hour. That would be the citruses and the pepper and everything because they're volatile notes. They pop right off the skin. And it takes about an hour and comes after that too. So you get about 2 hours projection, and then you get a nice bubble for about 3 hours. The sillage is there. You're picking up whiffs and wafts of it. Then it's a decent little skin scent for a couple hours, 5-6 inches off the skin. And then it's just light skin set, time to reapply. So, 7 to 8 hours, depending on your skin and whatnot. So, not bad performance. Uh, Compliments, I got a pretty. These type of compliments don't happen a lot. I just a descriptive compliment. Usually, oh, that smells nice, or that smells like chocolate, or that smells like soap. Nice. Smells clean. My friend I was with went for coffee a little late earlier, and she said, "Oh, I like that. It reminds me of something." She said, and her mind started going, and that's always kind of fun, because that's what I like about scents is they really trigger memories for a lot of people, and this will attest to its, like I said, somewhat watery, fresh, green, sweet kind of vibe that it has. She said it smells like when she was a kid eating watermelon and drinking Kool-Aid in the grassy field across from her house. I was like, hey, it's perfect. You I couldn't explain it any better myself. So yeah, that's what you're getting, guys. It's a a spring, early summer scent. It's a little too heavy for the sweetness. It's just, I think, a little too much for the summer, the synthetic sweetness. But I mean, you might be able to pull it off. I'm sure it'd be fine. I just would go. I wouldn't in the dog heat of summer. I don't know if I'd reach for this, but you can if you want. But definitely this time of year, and probably for another month or two, it's going to be really good to wear if you want it. I wouldn't go out of my way to get it though. Not because it's not nice. It's just for whatever reason, Avon seems a little harder to come across nowadays. I mean, when I was a kid in the 80s and 90s, moms and all their friends, everybody was selling Avon and Tupperware, right? But now they just sell OnlyFans. Give me $5, look at my cooter. I'm just kidding. I ain't judging, girls. Hey, make that paper, boo-boo. Make that paper. Make all the paper. You do you. I'm just trying to be funny, and usually I fail. So, yeah. So, I'm just saying, Avon, for whatever reason, maybe it's just me around here, but even online, it seems to be you got to get it from Avon. Usually, I don't know, just might be just don't go to your way to get it. I mean, it's not a bad scent or anything. Just try to find somebody local selling it because it's a lot cheaper than going through Avon or Amazon and stuff like that. So, but even that I think is only like $30. So, yeah. All right, guys. Peace, love, be good to each other, and be good to yourselves.